What's up, everybody? My name is Ryan. I just got back from Japan. I went there for Star Wars Celebration. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how you get around Japan. This is the first time I ever went to Japan, first time I had ever been in Asia, and I was a little bit worried that I wasn't going to be able to find my way around. I have no sense of direction. Like I need to use. I live in a relatively small town in Northern California, and I still need Google Maps or Waze or whatever to get around. And it was something I was a little bit worried about because am I going to get completely lost? My friends and family were also worried that I was going to get completely lost because I was also traveling alone, and I was there for 2 weeks. And I can tell you that I did not get lost. I found my way around. I went to a bunch of different places. I'm in Japan. All right, well, I'm here at Star Wars Celebration. Not totally sure where I am. I mean, I know I'm in Kyoto. Today I'm in Nara. I'm in Hiroshima. All right, I'm here on Miyajima Island. And I didn't end up in the Sea of Japan. I didn't end up in another country. I was totally fine. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Here are the 4 main methods of transportation I want to talk about. 1 is walking. 2 is a subway and train. 3 are taxis. And 4 is the bullet train. All right, so walking. If you have the ability to walk and you like walking, the cities of Japan are super walkable. They're fun to walk around in. I went to Tokyo, I went to Osaka, Kyoto, Hiroshima, Nara, among a few other places, and it was lots of fun to walk around. If you don't want to get lost, first off, don't worry about the address system. The address system is, I assume people who live in Japan understand it. I did not understand it. I use Google Maps. Google Maps is going to be your friend. It's totally going to get you where you want to go. It's going to tell you how long it's going to take you. It's going to give you turn-by-turn directions. I will say for walking, a couple of things that I noticed. The drive on the left side of the street. So if you're walking, there are a lot of places that don't have like traditional sidewalks. So you just want to be aware as to which direction the traffic is coming, so you don't just sort of wander off into the middle of the street and get run over by somebody. So just kind of be aware, look left, look right if you're crossing the street. And again, and also with crossing the street, there are crosswalk for where there are crosswalks, there are the crosswalk signals. Now, by and large, what I noticed is that in Japan, people really obey those crosswalk signals. There is very, very little jaywalking. I jaywalked a couple of times, and I felt like, oh my God, I'm the only one doing this. Even if there's like no cars coming either direction, people wait on the sidewalk for the signal to change. I felt totally safe in every place that I walked. I'm also coming at from the perspective that I'm a dude, so your mileage may vary on that. But from my perspective as this person, I felt totally safe walking around at all sort of hours of the day and the night, and I never felt like I went into like a sketchy area. So I assume there are sketchy areas of these big cities, but I did not accidentally wander into them. But by and large, I felt super, super safe, both while walking and in the subway. Which brings us to the subway. All right, so the subway system. The train system, from everything you've heard about Japan, you may have heard that the train system is super efficient. I'm here to tell you the train system in Japan is super efficient. It is crazy efficient. It's amazing. It felt pretty overwhelming when I first got there. But after a day or two, I felt very comfortable. So all the signs are in Japanese and the signs are in English. So you're going to have no trouble reading the signs in any of the subway stations. To find which train to get on, Google Maps. Use Google Maps. Google Maps is amazing. There's no other app that you need to get around on the subway system. Just type in where you want to go, and it'll tell you what train to take. It'll give you a bunch of different options. It'll tell you what train to take. It'll tell you what time the train is leaving. It'll give you the little symbol for the train line that you're taking. It'll tell you which platform to stand on. It'll tell you what time the train is leaving. And it'll give you all that information. So all you got to do is follow that, look for the signs, match up the information you got on Google Maps with the signs you see in the subway station, and you will be good to go. Paying for the subway system. I use an IC card. So this is the card that I got when I first got to Japan. I got this in the Narita airport. This is a Suica card. It's an IC card. IC stands for something. Not totally sure what it stands for. There's a few different types of IC cards. There's the Suica card. There's the Pasmo card. I think there's also the ICOCA card. Maybe that's what they call it. I only use a Suica card. This was available in the machine at the Narita airport. You can load it up to I think it's 20,000 yen. Yeah, 20,000 yen. So you can load it up to 20,000 yen. You're probably not going to need that much. And it accepted everywhere that I went, from as far west as Hiroshima, in Kyoto, in Tokyo, in Nara, in Osaka. I didn't have a problem any place having it not be accepted. Even the ferry, I went to the island of Miyashima, and the ferry took the IC card as well. Now, if you do have an iPhone, there's a digital IC card, which is also very helpful. You go in your wallet app, you pick transit cards, you pick Japan, and then you can buy either the Suica, Pasmo, or ICOCA cards, and you can load up your card digitally like that. And when you go through the turnstile, you just take your phone and you hover it over the IC card pad, and it will read it, and it'll open up the gate, and you'll go right through. You don't need Face ID or anything. You just need to touch the phone to the pad. This, as far as I know, this only works on iPhone. It doesn't work on Android. So if you are an Android user, you are going to need to get a physical card, which is totally fine. I used the physical card for about the first week, and then I left it. I forgot it in the hotel room, and then I thought, I don't want to buy another card. Let me just try the digital version, and the digital version worked great. And I like the digital version better, but the physical version works totally fine. Just don't forget it in your hotel room. So that's the subway system. Oh, and also the subway system, super safe. Also, it's quiet on the subway, so not a lot of loud talking. So just don't be that person who talks really loud on the subway, because you will definitely be the only one doing that. All right. That is, so that's walking, that's subway, and now taxis. So taxis, I didn't do a lot of taxi riding when I was there. The main taxi app in Japan is Go Taxi. It's an app you can you can download on your iPhone or Android, and it works just like Uber or Lyft. And it's Japan, so you don't need to tip. And it worked really well. So if you don't want to walk, or you don't want to take the subway, or that you just don't want to do that at a certain time, Go Taxi is the way to go. They're pretty much everywhere, everywhere in the big cities at the very least. You'll see them driving all over the place. All right, so the bullet train. You've heard lots about the bullet train. I'm here to tell you everything about it is true. They're amazing. They're super fast. They're super clean. They're super convenient. I took the bullet train 3 times, once from Tokyo to Osaka, once from Osaka to Hiroshima, and once from Hiroshima all the way back to Tokyo. There's 3 different types of tickets. There's the green car ticket, which is kind of like a first class, more of a luxury thing. It's going to be more expensive. There's the reserved seating, and then there's the unreserved seating. I did 1 time unreserved, and the other 2 times I did reserved. I didn't go with the green car. They're super fast. Like Hiroshima to Tokyo is about 400 or 500 miles, and it took a little bit less than 4 hours to figure out which train you're going to need and what time it's going to leave. You can use Google Maps. All of the stations that are bullet train stations, there's a big sign in English that says Shinkansen tickets. Shinkansen is the Japanese word for bullet train, and everybody who works in those ticket offices speaks English and are more than happy to help you get your ticket. I would say to get your ticket in advance, because the first couple of times I took the bullet train, I had my luggage and I was trying to make the train, and I was also trying to figure out how to buy a ticket, and it was very stressful. And I know that one time I took a picture of myself on one of the trains, and I was like beet red because it was such a rush to get onto the train and carry my luggage around. So my advice would be like, go ahead of time. Either go in the morning if you're going later in the day, or go a couple of days before. And that's also going to help you if you're getting a reserved ticket, to get a window seat if you want to get a window seat, or to sit together if you're traveling in a group. All 3 times I got my tickets the day of my trip, and there were no window seats available for any of those times. So, do it a little bit earlier. You can buy them online. I found the online bullet train ticketing system to be completely incomprehensible. I could not figure it out. I couldn't figure it out before I left for Japan. I couldn't figure it out when I was in Japan. I just could not figure it out. I found it to be easy just to go to the station and buy the ticket. The bullet train is clean. It's quiet. Also, they have bathrooms. The nicest bathrooms you're ever going to see in your whole life are going to clean, and like all the bathrooms in Japan are clean. But also on the bullet train, the bathrooms are super clean. There's no like bar car, at least none that I could discern. But in all of the bullet train stations, there are little stores that sell bento boxes and snacks and whatnot for your trip. I got a bento box on one of my trips. It was super fun. There were like 9 compartments. Each compartment contained like its own like delicacy, and it was great. Definitely take your trash. There's no trash cans on the bullet train. There's no trash cans in Japan by and large, but there's also no litter in Japan. So I don't know how they figure that out. But definitely take your trash. Don't be the person who leaves your trash on the bullet train, because that would be not well received by anybody. All right, so that's how you get around Japan. And again, I have no sense of direction. And if you don't have a sense of direction, you're going to be totally fine, because you're going to have Google Maps. Definitely get Google Maps. I don't know what people did before Google Maps when they went to Japan. I'm sure there was a way to do it, or maybe there are tourists that are still wandering around Japan completely lost for decades. But Google Maps makes it so simple to get around. You'll be able to, it'll help you with walking, it'll help you with taking the subway, it'll help you take the bullet train, and then you also have the Go Taxi app if you need to take a taxi. So that is how you get around Japan. So there's no need to worry. If you don't have a sense of direction, there's no need to worry. If you have a sense of direction, even better. There's even less need to worry. All right, so that's it for this video. If you like this video, click the like button, click the subscribe button. That really helps us grow this channel. I'm going to be back with more about my trip to Japan, more tips, more tricks, and also more nerdy destinations around the world. So this is Ryan from Adventures Assemble. We'll talk to you soon.
Adventures Assemble. Let's make our stand with courage in our hearts.